Hey, Torii, from last year to this year, you guys, lost quite a few pieces on offense, be it, Will and CJ and some guys up front, but you guys are averaging more points per game so far than you did last year. Where has this offense kind of evolved to overcome losing some of those key guys and still being just as if not more productive?
I just think we have a lot of playmakers around the football, and that are able to make plays. Like last week, you saw Equinemius come out of nowhere and just ball out. So I mean, there's playmakers everywhere. Of course, they're young, but they can make plays, and they've shown that over the course of the last 5 games. So I just think that we worked really hard at it, and it's something that we've really tried to push home. And I think the guys have responded well, and I think that's why we've done so well. But we definitely can do better.
In the red zone, you guys are getting in the end zone quite a bit more than you did last year. The focus that you guys put on that in spring practice, preseason, how have you seen that kind of pay off so far now?
Yeah, I think there's tremendous confidence when we go into the red zone, and I think that's one of the reasons why we're so successful, because we have repped it so many times over the course of the year since last season. So I think that's why we're pretty confident when we get in the red zone that we can execute and score. But last game we could have did it a lot better, and it's just consistency thing.
Obviously, red zone scoring is always going to be important, but last year you had Will and CJ who could score from seemingly like anywhere on the field. Does maybe the not having the consistent explosive play threats make that the red zone efficiency more important this year?
I would say that they just put emphasis on it because we weren't all that great last year. So I mean, I don't know if it made it more important, but it's definitely an important part of the game. So they really stressed that over the last couple of years, last couple of months.
With EQ, where have you seen his game kind of grow from maybe this point last year, or even spring practice, to right now?
Yeah, I think confidence for him has been his biggest, I guess, gain, and he's shown tremendous growth over the last year. Man, he's confident. He feels like he can go out there and make plays, and that nobody can stop him. And once you kind of have that mindset, you go out there and you just play free, and you don't have to worry about anything else. And I think that's the way he's playing right now.
What's sort of the process of growing that confidence from freshman year to second year, especially, obviously he played a little bit last year, you didn't play your freshman year. What was sort of that process like for you?
First is just getting, that experience in the game and realizing that you belong, and then going through practice and just getting a lot of reps at practice. And, once you do that and you start getting a feel for the offense and different things like that, and you no longer have to think really, and you can just go out there and play. And I think that's when the confidence starts to come, and I think he's at that point.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, Torii. Last year, Clemson game, monsoon. It looks like you're probably facing something similar to that this weekend. Just what are some of the memories from that experience, and what's it like playing in such torrential rain?
It's definitely tough, as a wide receiver, because you got to catch the ball, obviously. And it's definitely tough, but it also requires a lot more concentration. And it's also going to be in a pretty hostile environment. You're going to be on the road, not at a neutral site. So, they're going to be, it's going to be loud. And, plus the rain is just more factors that you kind of have to take into consideration. But, it just requires more concentration. And, last year, it was fun. It was actually probably one of the more fun games I've been in, just playing in the rain and getting to compete against those guys. So it just takes a lot more concentration because they're still going to count on us to make plays on the perimeter.
What are some of the adjustments that you have to make individually and, I guess collectively as an offense?
As far as the rain,
playing in those
the rain.
conditions?
Yeah. So, just focusing on finishing every catch as a receiver, eyes to the catch, strong hands, and we'll probably practice with some wet balls or something like that, just to, get used to trying to grip the wet balls, and also it's just understanding that we may have to run the ball a little bit more, so we just got to block it a lot better, and we're just gonna practice that during the week and just practice blocking on the perimeter, blocking up front. So I think that's the things we got to prepare for coming into this weekend.
Last week, the media's focus obviously was on the defense with the changes in the staff and the adjustments. How does that impact you guys? Or are you guys pretty much just locked into what you're doing? I know Coach Kelly spent more time on the defense. How does all that happening impact you guys in a week of preparation?
It didn't really affect us too much, but we knew that we had to be there for the defense and support them through that tough time that they may have been going through. So whether it was maybe trying to score extra points because we didn't know how they would react to it, or just trying to be a spark for them, or try to lift them up during practice if they were down, or something like that. But they came out with tremendous energy, and they were ready to compete, even after the news they heard. So, just kudos to that defense, man. They showed a lot of heart, and they went out there and played very well.
Thanks, Torii.
Mm-hmm.
Torii, over here, right. What have you seen from Miles Boykin as he's continued to grow and kind of get a role in the rotation here?
He's shown that he's a competitor. He's willing to go out there and work every day. And he's just trying to be attentive to the details, and he just always wants to learn. You can see him in meetings. He's very attentive, and he asks questions. So, yeah, that's the kind of player you get out of Miles Boykin, and he's always going to go out there and work and try to give it his all, no matter what.
Torii, with the rain, a lot of people see it as a disadvantage, but can you find any sort of advantages that you can use that can help you out when it's it's pretty much downpouring all game?
I guess if the ball's slippery to me, it could be slippery to the DB too. And I'm more confident in myself than I would be in him. So, I guess that's an advantage, is the confidence that I can come down with the ball. I don't know. It's kind of crazy when the rain starts pouring.
Switching gears, on game day, do you have any sort of superstitions you do?
Game day superstitions. I don't know. I kind of eat the same meal before every game. Pasta, rice and gravy, chicken, corn, and broccoli.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Torii, to your right. I'm just curious, Equinemius and CJ both talked before the season about how they needed to become more vocal, and even in the first couple weeks after you guys lost. I'm curious, have you seen their voices kind of expand and their roles expand in that leadership role in a sense, since they've been able to pick up more confidence as they've become more of a center part of this offense?
I think they've definitely tried because it's needed their personalities to be that way, but they've definitely tried. CJ and EQ, they both try to be more vocal within the position group, not necessarily amongst the team, but definitely they've started trying to be more vocal within the position group, and you can see it come out during games. And they're always trying to be more vocal on the sidelines and stuff like that. So they're definitely trying to expand that leadership role and work on it and grow it. And I think it's going to take a lot more work, but they're young and they have a lot of time.